This is a presentation of Northeast Streaming Sports.
All right,
Welcome,
everybody.
everyone.
How you doing? How you doing?
Hey, welcome to another edition of Chronicles of the Black Hole. I'm OG Jack Daniel, your crazy old drunk uncle from the Raiders YouTube, with my partner in crime, Captain Jack Rackham, the Jolly Roger waving, cutlass wielding pirate of the seven seas of the Raiders Black Hole YouTube.
Hey, actually, I like the fact that you were talking about Cutlass. Wait, by the way, turn your friggin' volume down, you old bastard.
Are
Because
you
I don't
kidding?
want to.
Every time I get on your show, it knocks the volume up.
Well, first off, it's not my show. It's
Yeah.
our show.
When I stream with you, it for some reason the volume jumps up to like 79.
There you go. No, remember, turn it up to 11.
11.
Yeah, turn it up to 11. Because
11.
That's the best. Okay.
How you doing, bro?
Okay, I'm doing okay. I do want to say, and again, because I am real, and you guys know, and everybody also knows this as well, that I apologize when it's due. So I will apologize that we are a little late tonight because I had I wanted to do things right, and as you can see on the opening, we had the full opening with the full broad shot of what we are doing tonight, and my computer was slow as Fonzie. I won't go there. Remember, because this is a Roku show that we are recording, so it was slow as Fonzie. Yeah. Well, if possible, we'll try. But anyway, it was slow as Fonzie, and so when I finally got it to show up, it was a little bit afterwards. And I like to be a perfectionist as possible. Okay, so the opening was the opening as it should be. We bumped it a little bit, and that's just the way I am. I want to say thank you for all the people that are here. And give some shout outs as well. Kelly Farley has been in the hospital. So again, blessings to Kelly. I'm glad that you were here. We got 19 viewers right now, and I know most of them are over on OG's channel because that's just the way it is for this show, which is fine. This is not a competition. This is a conglomeration, okay? As long as you like the content, what we will insist upon, and I will insist upon this, okay, is comment on both channels if you can. If you make a comment on the Chronicles of the Black Hole channel, please also comment on my channel because again, the what do you call it? The derivative, the numbers, there's a name for it.
The algorithm.
The algorithm, yes. The algorithm works when there's comments after the show. So I would say, please comment on Chronicles of the Black Hole show. Please comment on my show. Please give me a like. Please also give, obviously, OG Daniel a like. And, this way we get the best benefits out of it because we are a tag team and we appreciate what we do for you.
And again, Will Smith that subscribe button.
Yeah, there you go. And share. No, so can I curse on OG's side? No. If you're in the show, keep it PG, man. I mean, I gotta push. I got an agenda. I gotta push this show on Friday. Okay. So if you come into the show, I just ask if you can, please keep your freaking mouth in like you were talking to your mom and you were in second grade. And if you swore when you were in second grade, I don't want to hear about it, OGs. I know you probably swore when you were in second grade.
I didn't dare.
Okay. Well, there you go. Keep it clean.
I didn't dare even throw a side eye. No.
So we do that. So
but
again,
I learned how to mumble under my breath a lot.
There and go a mumble. Just don't express it. Just don't express it. And so again, salute to you can pull up. Let's look at it this way, folks. I can do a show for 2 hours without swearing, and I have the biggest potty mouth going. So if I can do it, I know effing full well you can too. Notice I said effing full well. That's how you do it.
Let me ask you a question. Since you're not going to be putting it out to Friday, do you have the ability to make an edit here if something happens, somebody slips?
No, because I don't have the time to do. I don't have the time because after this, I'm going to bed because I have most of my stuff packed for tomorrow. Okay, I got to go to work early as Fonzie. Okay, because I have hours that I have to do before I go get on a flight. And fortunately for me, I only have to take 10 hours of leave vacation time instead of the 16. So I saved 6 hours by working a lot and doing these other things. So that's why I said, you can pull up. Come on, ONT6 Soldier. I know you can effing come in here. I know you can effing come in here and not effing swear because we're not effing swearing right now, but we can say effing.
I'm going to try.
There you go. So again, without effing further ado, I turn it over to my shipmate in crime, the one and only OG Jack Daniel. So how you doing there, brother?
Doing good, man. Did some research on Daryle Lamonica. There is so much information out there. I'm serious. You could burn your retinas out. Yeah, your eyes are bleeding later. It's a lot of information, a lot to tell. Okay. I'm gonna touch on a few things and keep some of the stuff brief. I'm gonna have to, because dude, there's a lot of information. All right. One of the things I want to mention is, so he was a quarterback who played in the AFL and in the NFL after the transition. Okay. He played for 4 years for Buffalo as a backup, and then he came to the Raiders. Okay. Didn't do much with Buffalo, but he was nicknamed the Mad Bomber because he would take risk and throw that ball way down the field. But as you're going to find out later, it didn't matter. He took those risks. Okay. He had Lamonica led the Raiders to 4 consecutive division titles between 1967 and 1970, so 4 years in a row. Okay. Along with a Super Bowl appearance in Super Bowl II, which we did not win to the Packers. Okay. He was named twice, named the AFL Most Valuable Player, and an AFL All-Star selection, 2 NFL Pro Bowl selections, and 2 first-team AFL All-AFL honors. Okay. Was the AFL leader in passing, touchdowns, and during both MVP seasons, and the passing yards leader during the second. Lamonica holds the NFL's second highest quarterback winning percentage and the AFL's highest quarterback winning percentage. Let's talk about his early life. There's something I didn't know about him. I found out. Okay, he grew up on a ranch in Central Valley, California. He played in the first Little League World Hall of Fame.
World Series.
World Series, Little League World Series. Sorry, he was a letterman in 4 sports. He played at Clovis High School in Clovis, California. As a matter of fact, they named the stadium there after him. Now, after high school, he turned down a contract with the Chicago Cubs and played football at Notre Dame. He started 3 of his seasons, and he played from 60, 61, and 62 there. Let's see. He participated in the 1962 East-West Shrine Game in San Francisco, and passing 20 for 28 for 349 yards, and was named the most valuable player. Like I said, he played for Buffalo Bills as a backup for 4 years, didn't do much there, and he was traded to the Oakland Raiders in 1967, okay, with Glenn Bass for Art Powell and Tom Flores.
Which was a hell of a trade, considering that the Raiders had to give up Art Powell and, of course, their very first quarterback and Hall of Famer, Tom Flores.
Yep. And he played with Oakland until his final year in 1974. That year was the first year I became a Raiders fan, okay, which is, pretty cool. He played in his first year with the Raiders. He went 13-1. Okay. In the AFL title game against the Oilers, he went 10 for 24 with 111 yards, 2 touchdowns, and the Raiders won 40-7 in their first championship as a franchise. 2 weeks later, we lost to Green Bay in Super Bowl II. Okay, went 15 for 34, 208 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, and we lost that game 33-14. He was given the AFL League Most Valuable Player Award, United Press, and that was by the United Press, the Associated Press, and Sporting News. Following year, he was efficient again, 206 for 416, 3,245 yards in 13 games. Okay. He had to play, he missed the 9th game of the season. George Blanda had to start. Okay. So then there was the infamous Heidi game. Okay. The Heidi game was a thing of its own. Most of you probably heard of it. And what happened is the Raiders were down to the Jets. Now, understand the Jets were a hated, bitter rival. Okay, they had Joe Namath. What happened? There was and I'm going to tell you about the fourth quarter of the game. Okay, because that was the important part. Okay, the fourth quarter started with Charlie Smith, our receiver, fumbling the football when we were in scoring position. New York defensive end Jerry Philbin recovered the ball, and the Jets 3, and they went and setting up a 97-yard drive. Completely, Joe Namath went nuts out there and threw passes, just driving passes to Don Maynard, who was covered by Raiders rookie cornerback George Atkinson for a 50-yard touchdown pass. And so they were up on us. I know that they were up on us by a couple of scores. What happened is at 7 p.m. precisely on the East Coast, the network switched away from the game to play the movie Heidi. Everybody lost their minds. They didn't get to see the end of the game. During the movie Heidi, they flashed up the final score, and everybody lost their minds. Like, what happened? What had happened is George Blanda kicked an extra point in an attempt to give the Raiders a 36-32 lead. What happened in the last 42 seconds remaining, the Jets had a chance to score. And on the kickoff, their return man fumbled the ball at the Jets' 12-yard line. And Oakland reserve running back was
Sid Reidelberger.
Reidelberger, right. Or
No, Justin Hoover.
Hoover, sorry. But he picked up the fumble, ran it into the end zone. So we scored 2 touchdowns in 1 minute, okay? In less than a minute, all right? And came back and won that game. So we put it away and left them not enough time to come back in and play the game. We beat them, I believe it was, what was it? The score of the Heidi game was, trying to remember what the score was.
It doesn't matter. The point is, and folks, reason why this is such a memorable game, okay, is at the time, the NFL did not have the cachet that it does today. And the networks were, by obligation, were going to fulfill their contracts. And if the game wasn't over at 7 o'clock, the game wasn't over. Now, they continued to play it for the West Coast audience, I believe, were the only people that actually saw it. But the folks that were on the East Coast, they got flipped over to Heidi. And the only reason why they knew what was going on was because NBC ran a scrawl at the bottom saying, okay, the Raiders, after a touchdown to Charlie Smith and a fumble recovery, the Raiders won the game, whatever to whatever. But see, this was the impetus. This game is so very important because it was the impetus as the NFL was gaining its ascension to being the sport that it is and the sport of the United States, bypassing baseball, is that they figured out that if you have a football game, the football game was going to bump everybody. It was going to bump your schedule. So this is why you have these games that will continue to go on and on and on, because they are contractually obligated to watch till the end of the game.
Right.
Okay.
But the thing is, games didn't last more than 2.5 hours back then, normally. This game ran over 3 hours. They gave it a 3-hour limit. The game ran over 3 hours because of all the penalties, people getting ejected, injuries. It was just 2 teams trying to kill each other. The Jets used to be a big rival of ours back in the day. Okay. You're talking about Joe Namath and Daryle Lamonica, always ending up in the championship game against each other. A lot of bloody battles. So anyway, Daryle Lamonica played until 1974, which was the season I decided to be a Raiders fan. So I watched him in 73 and I watched him in 74. I was 8 and I was 9. Okay. And then, I was impressed by the Raiders back then. I loved the Raiders back then. I was like, these guys are evil, love them. And we got better and better. And just the memories of the Mad Bomber, it's like he went to the World Football League, okay, 1974, I believe, after 74, 1975. He went 9 of 19 for 90 yards, 1 touchdown, a limited playing time, and it was the only season in the WFL. And then I know that ended. That WFL's come and gone a million times. So is USFL, all these leagues. So after he left football, he hosted a fishing show on Fox Sport Net. He called Outdoors with the Pros. And he was named in 2013 to the 67 best quarterbacks since the 1970 merger.
Let me know when you come up for air because there's something important I gotta say.
Well, I'm waiting to find. Did he got into the Hall of Fame? Did he?
What, the NFL Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
No,
which is a shame.
Well, yes and no. Okay,
he threw a lot of interceptions. Don't get me wrong, but
thank you, and that was one of the things that I was going to go over. Okay, because Jack was saying that he had because he did have one of the highest win percentages and actually he does have the highest win percentage in AFL history. Okay,
right, but second in the NFL
and second in the NFL win percentage.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the main reasons why he isn't in the Hall of Fame, he's in the Hall of Very Good. And literally they have a Hall of Very Good, and Daryle Lamonica was in the Hall of Very Good because he was worthy of being in the Hall of Very Good. Lamonica was known, like I said, for being, for his arm, just airing him out and letting the guys run under him. And that was, what he was known for, AKA, which is why he was called the Mad Bomber. Actually, when he was in Buffalo, his first nickname was the Fireman because he used to come in and win games when Jack Kemp would screw things up. So he was like the fireman, the relief,
putting out the fire.
Yeah, he was like the relief pitcher in baseball. So he was called the Fireman up in Buffalo. But he had that arm, and that's why Al Davis traded for him because he had the arm, and Al could see that said, "I want that guy on my team. I'm going to let him air it out, and we're going to win a lot of games."
What was Al Davis's favorite play?
The long ball.
Bomb.
Right. But here's the other thing as well. He did win a lot of games, but his numbers were such that he only had like a 53% completion percentage, okay, which is not really the greatest, especially when in the olden days when they didn't throw the ball a lot, quarterbacks had a higher completion percentage because they didn't throw it as often. And normally when they did throw, there was a lot of catches. So the fact that he had a 53% or 52% completion percentage is why he doesn't get a lot of the acclaim that he did. He was a great quarterback for the Raiders, for Raider fans. But if you look at his statistics, of how he did things, it wasn't. See there, yeah, I'm sorry, Jack said it, 49%. I was a little. It was
right.
He was over 50%.
I mean, if you look at the interception rates, yeah, he was kind of Jay Schroeder-ish, but he won so many games.
Right.
I mean, when you come into a team, your first year as a starter, and you go 13-1, You a bad man. You a bad man.
That's a bad man right there.
So yeah, like I said, I was impressed enough with him to become a Raiders fan at that time. Okay, I was 8 watching the games. At 9, I said, "That's my team." And those are the last 2 years he played.
And here's one other thing as well that you might want to remember as well is the Raiders, or I should say, Al Davis was approached by Terry Bradshaw when Bradshaw was in Pittsburgh. Okay.
Mhm.
And because Bradshaw was sitting behind Joe Gilliam as the quarterback of the Steelers before Bradshaw came to prominence, and he was not being used very often. And Terry Bradshaw went to Al Davis and he said, "Hey, dude, trade for me. You know, I will do so much for you." And Al Davis said, "Well, Terry, you got to understand that I have Lamonica on my team. I got old man George Bland on my team. And then I got the young kid, Kenny Stabler, on my team. I don't got any room for you." Okay. So what Al Davis ended up doing, because Bradshaw came to him, is he went to Chuck Noll and he said, "You might need to start playing that Bradshaw kid." And because of Al Davis saying to Chuck Noll, "You better play the kid," the Steelers came into prominence. But the reason why Al didn't take him was because he had Lamonica, he had Blanda, and he had Stabler. He said, I can't put you on the team. I got no room for you, kid." So the Raiders of that era, like I said, Lamonica was still the starting quarterback. Blanda would come in, and like actually in 1970, won like 5 straight games coming in as a relief quarterback. One of the great tales there, either won or tied via, his exploits as a quarterback / kicker in 1970. Like 5 games in a row, he came in as a relief quarterback / kicker and won 5 games in a row. But again, because we had Lamonica and Blanda and Stabler, there was no room for Bradshaw. And I just wanted to make that an aside right there.
Yeah, well, between those 3, we won a Super Bowl, and Terry Bradshaw won 4 Super Bowls.
Right.
Maybe Al should have traded.
Well, but he had Bradshaw had Swan, he had Stallworth, he had Franco, he had his offense as well. So and the offensive line for the Steelers was almost on a par with the Raiders' offensive line. So take them one, half of the sixth of one, half of the other. So you don't know what it could have been, but yeah.
Right.
But I just wanted to make sure that was we couldn't get Bradshaw on the team because we had all those great guys.
Right. So, what's the chat got to say about all this stuff?
What the chat has to say?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I was putting things up as I could.
Okay.
Yeah, Mike Sarah was saying that's the reason why Plunkett's not going to be in the Hall of Fame is because he doesn't have those great numbers. But Plunkett is the only quarterback right now, other than Eli, and Eli will be in the Hall of Fame eventually, unfortunately. But Plunkett is the only multiple winning quarterback of a Super Bowl that's not in the Hall of Fame presently.
Right. Oh, wait a minute. What about who's that guy who sucked, who played for a couple different teams, won a couple Super Bowls? He wasn't great. Flacco? No, not Flacco.
Flacco's only won 1 Super Bowl.
No, there was another guy, like in the 90s, I think, or 2000s. But he won a couple Super Bowls with a couple teams he's not in. But it was because they had great defenses. I know he ended up playing for the Ravens at one point. when they won the Super Bowl.
Well, you're talking about Trent Dilfer. Trent Dilfer's only won one Super Bowl.
Only one? Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong then. Okay. He didn't win one with another team?
No. Kurt
Okay.
Warner played for like the Giants, and he played for, the Rams. So he won a Super Bowl with the Rams. He played with the Giants as well. I don't know if they won a Super Bowl with he was.
No, but didn't he win more than one Super Bowl with the Rams? Yeah, but see, he lit it up.
Right. But yeah, no, but Kurt Warner is in the Hall of Fame now.
Yeah, but I mean, come on. He was a third string.
Yeah, well, if it wasn't for Green breaking his foot in preseason, which is why Kurt Warner got the Rams starting job that year as well.
No, I thought there was an injury of another player before him in the first quarter of their first game. Warner came in and lit it up. Like they went 6-0 that year for his first year. I mean, they were tearing it up. The greatest show on turf. And, 6 months earlier, this guy was working in a Walmart warehouse,
Right.
And he was playing Arena League ball.
Right, for the Iowa Barnstormers.
Right, and he said, well, going from Arena League to the NFL, you don't worry about the speed of the game because the speed slows down a lot. It's a lot faster in Arena League. So people started looking at Arena League quarterbacks after that, like, hey, maybe this guy.
Yeah. And again, Robert Pena, he who shall not be named, that second person will obviously be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, first ballot.
And I thought Manning is already in the Hall of Fame.
Right.
So again, Plunkett is the only quarterback that's not out of football, okay, or I should say is out of football. And Eli Manning will get into the Hall of Fame, but they're not going to let Plunkett in the Hall of Fame, and it's unfortunate.
Yeah, because Eli Manning in Super Bowls has been the kryptonite of he who we shall not name.
Exactly.
But anyway, you want to have some people pull up, or what do you want to do here?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, please, you can talk all you want. Now, we'll talk as well. I just say, please, folks, if you can,
keep it PG.
Keep it PG.
Do you have the banner?
I got a ban. I got the banner. Okay,
yeah.
Hang on a second.
Keep that up the whole time people are on. Trust me, it helps.
Okay. Let's see.
It works with me.
You're watching on Roku TV, so please watch your language, which is fine.
Right.
So again, if you want to come in and pull up, more than happy. We can have your memories. And again, I appreciate those that came over to both our channels and gave thumbs up and went into the comment section. But we're talking about after the show. Everybody here that's watching right now, if you just please remember, when the show is done, that's when the algorithm kicks in, okay? When the show is done, if you comment after the show, because you're commenting here, we appreciate you. We just want you to comment after the
Here's
show.
the thing. If you're commenting and you're in a chat, pull up the other channel, mute it, the one you're not on, okay? Mute it. You put it in one chat, it goes into both chats. That's not a problem. The reason I want you to comment in both chats is or the comments after the show, because I get to talk to you for at least a couple more days. Like, I'll reply. I reply to everybody. I'm good at that. And you can ask anybody. I will reply. Just after the show's over, leave comments on both channels. I just enjoy talking with you. Love seeing your comments, replying to you. And it's like, all it does is stretch this out for me for a couple of days. And that's nice.
And I said, everybody that comments on my channels, I give responses to as well. So I will make sure that I will talk with you when you comment. So again, I put the link up. Yeah, Vicky, you can. You can, Vicky, just don't. Okay, I can't show comments because if I show comments, then people won't remember that we're on Roku TV.
Right.
So
But also this, if you troll me, I'll really comment to you. I love a troll.
that's it.
It's fun. It's therapeutic. It's a thing. Hey, you notice I'm not drinking my normal beverage tonight, sir.
Okay.
I'm feeling elegant, having a little Cabernet Sauvignon.
Yeah, there go rumors out there about a trade with the Raiders, with the Giants or Jets, and yeah, I mean that's a rumor. I can see it possibly happening as well. But and if you want to talk about that, pull up on the channel and think about and come on in as well. I know the bishop can come in without swearing.
That's another thing. I am so over this whole Darren Waller trade thing. Stop. Not going to happen. It is not going to happen. He's still got 2 years on his contract. He's one of the top tight ends in the league. We got all these weapons. You got to double cover somebody. It's either going to be Devontae or him or Hunter, but everybody else is going to eat. Dave Ziegler came in here to win. He's not here to trade. Why would you? Oh, you can get a second round pick for Waller, or you can get a second round pick for Waller. That's like stupid. Like, no, don't do it. You're talking about taking a bet on a guy who isn't proven for Waller? Come on. We're not that dumb. And it's like, I've seen so much stuff out there, and I'm on this, and I'm like, Green Bay's wishes, and that's all it is. It ain't going to happen. It's not going to happen, folks.
Well, I wouldn't say that it's not going to happen. It's just the likelihood. The likelihood is that it won't happen.
Yeah, snowball's chance in,
What's the channel name with Ref Guru? It's NFL Nation Live. NFL Nation Live. I'll put it up here.
Yeah, I was talking about that the other night on a live, talking about getting to see his perspective. I couldn't remember the name because it's weird. A lot of videos are gone.
Well, he said that he put up the one about the playoff game. He's putting it back on.
Yeah, but I'm saying is there's only 3 videos on there now.
Yeah, and I'm putting the information up now. It's NFL Nation Live. I put that information on there. Hopefully it'll come up. Did it
Yeah, because I was talking about getting his perspective and things like that. Because as a referee, it's a different perspective than a fan or a player or anybody else. It's you get a different perspective, and it's a good perspective. It's an educated perspective.
For sure.
I gotta scrape this off.
Okay, I am multitasking. I want to say thank you for all the people there. Hey, no problem, Sebastian G. No problem. Like I said, come on over. Like I said, NFL Nation Live. That's Wednesdays during the season. We have our shows there. And again, every other Tuesday, it's either the Chronicles show or it's the Captain and Wenches show. So we're active here on my channel every Tuesday, whether it's this show or the other show. But we have entertainment on Tuesday. On Wednesday, I'm over there on NFL Nation Live. Thursday, obviously, I'm on. Now, obviously, during the year, or during the season, I'm going to be doing. What do you mean you don't see any link? What are you, blind, Jack? Here, Jack. I will put for you, brother. I will put it up one more time. Okay, so there you go. There's the link. Oh, I know what. It's on my channel. No, wait a second. It's also on OG's channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anytime you put it out, it'll say it's from me on my channel and you from your channel.
Yeah, but for some reason it's not showing up on your because I'm looking at it. It's not showing up on. I don't know why. It's not showing up on. Okay, let me see if I can. I'll try to put it up here. Okay, I'm putting it on your channel. Let's see. Hopefully. Okay, there you go. And it came out this time for Chronicles of the Black Hole. So yeah,
Right.
it's on both channels. So there you go.
So are we going to put the link in to have people come in and wrap it up with
Yeah.
us?
Yeah, we
nice.
got Bishop. AJ, are you there? I see you here, but I don't see you here.
Now Friday night.
I don't see him on. I don't see him on the chat.
Friday night.
AJ, if you're here, I don't see your camera. I don't see your. Oh, there. Okay, there you go. Okay, so we're gonna start with Bishop AJ, and remember, I got to show this. We are on Roku TV, so please watch your language. You salty person, you. We're gonna start with Bishop AJ. How you doing, brother?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Good.
Doing good.
Good. I'm looking a little rough, man. I've been doing yard work all day, man, but I'm in the building. Yeah. Yeah, I like that backdrop by OG over there, man. And OG, we got a beat, man. You coming out to the draft?
Unfortunately, no. I can only afford one trip out west right now. And in June, my youngest daughter is graduating high school.
Yeah, I understand that. Wife and I were talking.
But I love her more.
Yeah, wife and I were talking about the draft, and like we got a little 1-year-old son. We're not sure going out the first night. He's seen as we don't even have a pick. We don't want to be around folk. You know, they got violence out here. They got some people acting stupid on the road, doing stupid stuff. You know, so we'll come out either Friday or Saturday to see what's going on. Captain, I look forward to meeting with you. And
I can't wait, brother.
Have a little word, you know, but I keep my ear to the TV every now and then when I can, and I keep hearing that the Jets and Philly definitely want to trade one of their picks down, and Philly notoriously never wants to hold 2 picks in the first round, and
right.
they just, you know, they've been known to give it away. And when I think about it, if we did a trade, I'm not saying trade Waller, no way, but possibly Farrell, possibly one of the wide receivers on the third echelon, if you will, not our first tier, second tier. Edwards fits that role well. We could use Edwards, but again, if we could get one of those safeties, they got reportedly a few safeties out there at 6'2" with top flight speed. And man, they tackle. And we need somebody better than Abrams. Talk about Abrams.
Yeah, Abrams might be somebody we'd trade away too.
We could move him with all his injuries and his attitude. He doesn't know not to play safely. You know,
you move Abrams and Edwards.
I possibly would, depending on the pick.
If you take both of those players, trade them for a second, and pick up a wide receiver.
No, I'm going for the first.
I'm going for
one of those first rounds from Philly.
Third round. Pick up linebackers.
What about Farrell?
I think he'll thrive in this defense.
Not enough room though with the guys that we brought in. I think he's going to be 4th tier. I don't see him breaking through.
Well, if he goes to 4th tier, you just cut him.
Well, that's why I'm saying get something now. He was a first-round pick. We could easily trade him.
He was a first-round pick for John Gruden. He's not a first-round pick for anybody else. He was a reach.
Right, but if you take him and Abrams or Edwards, possibly a future pick 2 years down the road, I'm not saying a first or a second, but a third, and say, okay.
Technically, Edwards was a rookie last year. He was injured the first year. Last year,
right.
He was technically his rookie year. Let's see what he can do. I think he's got potential, man. I'm sorry. I live in South Carolina. I saw him play. He's no joke.
Yeah. he has a lot of top end potential, but again, Farrell hasn't showed up. What we picked him at, we were all hyped up about
that wasn't his fault.
That college out there. And we're sitting here, we came from. Everybody else is like a question mark. So I would guys maybe 4-3, and number one for me, the Jets or the Giants. One of those teams really just looking better than the Giants, but I'm not worried like we're going to play them in no playoffs or anything.
When we go to slide it, because listen, Graham's a situational defensive coordinator. Situational football, not this is our game plan for the game or this quarter or that. No, play to play. We go to a 3-4, and you put Farrell on the end, it's going to be dangerous.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Jones is out there. Mad Max is they're two locks. Where is he going to get playing time? At defensive tackle? Second, third round on the defensive end?
Here's what I see. Ziegler and McZig, the new McZig.
I like what they're doing. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to trust what they're doing. If Phil's still on this team, there's a reason. If if they cut him, there's a reason. If Abrams is still on this team, there's a reason. If they cut him, there's a reason. Okay?
Right.
So anybody who doesn't perform, listen, the cream of the crop's got to rise here. We brought in too much talent. Okay. This guy we picked up, Rock Yassin. I've been watching him. That kid is a hidden gem. Okay.
Yep.
Nobody's talking about him enough.
I like it. When they don't talk and he just shows up on the field, he ain't one of those prima donnas running his mouth on the social media or in the news. Hey, look at me. Hey, look at me. He going to put it all on the field. I really like that we snuck and got that guy.
Right, but we got more than one of those with the guys that they've hauled in.
But we need a safety. We need a safety.
Bilal Nichols is used to being double teamed. With this team, he'll be one-on-one. Yeah. One-on-one. They're going to be worrying about Max and Chandler. Like, who do we double? And Chip. Bilal Nichols is going to eat.
Well, Phylon is a beast. You put him down there with Nichols, that's what I'm saying. Where's Farrell going to play if somebody gets injured?
Depends on the defense. Depends on what we're running.
I'm trading him if I'm in the front office because we haven't gotten nothing in a couple years. The only guy that showed up is Renfro.
And look at
Clemson
really gave us nothing. He can play the zone. He can play off man on, and he's definitely good at man to man. Okay, that guy's versatile. He's going to be our best.
But he can't. You know who you going to put in the cover for the top two back there? You played a Tampa 2. You played a cover 2. You put a 5-man out there. The nickel. Who going to be back here?
We pick up some guys in the draft. Also, remember, where does Nate Hobbs play? He's
Nate Hobbs was playing slot last year, but they're saying that he actually might be out on the perimeter this year. And that they have somebody else that will come in to be a slot corner. The corner that we picked up for the Bengals is more of a slot corner as well. So there you go. We
need more than one position are at a premium.
We need a throwback to like Eric Allen, honestly, and the guys that are being coming up in this crop, the safeties. All they do is ball hawk, tackle, and intercept the ball, and they take it to the house. I was looking just recently. I was like, wow, man, if that guy slips to the third round, Jesus, thank you, Lord.
I saw on the Raiders channel, all those guys, Eric Allen, all those guys getting together and talking. And Bucky Brooks picked out a guy, and I forgot where he's from. And he said he's not only a defensive end, but he's a great coverage linebacker. He's a perfect hybrid for this team. And I'm like, I forgot who it was. I forgot what school he's at. But I was like, I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch that.
Right.
But dude, I watched that from start to finish because Jack Kennesaw in my message like, dude, you gotta watch this start to finish. So I started it yesterday. I said, okay, I watched part of it today, and then I was gonna I'm doing other things, research, and I'm way ahead of myself on time. And Jack Kennedy's like, oh my, no, you gotta see this thing. So all right, I went and watched the rest of it. No, it was good, man. It was Bucky Brooks picked out some really great players in the draft that we could pick up in third, four, our 2 5s, and our 7, or not our 7,
Right.
but third, fourth, and our 2 5s.
Right. I hope that we, find some diamonds in the rough. I like what McDaniels and Ziegler are doing. It looks like a start of something really special. And I can't wait because while the media wants to talk about Russell Wilson doing this and doing that, you still got to play the game. And yet Denver, they don't have Von Miller and these guys. So, I'm not scared of, they got maybe one guy over there. But if we get an offensive line worth writing home about, I think we finish out. It's going to be the Raiders and I like to call them San Diego, the Chargers, fighting for first place. See, we got to play the NFC West. And who's on the other side of that schedule, Captain?
It is the I think is it the AFC East this year?
Oh,
because I know we're playing the Patriots this year.
So if that's true,
wait a second. No. Because we're playing because I'm trying to think it might because we got the second place. We play the Patriots because it's the second place schedule, so that's why we got that. So it's not the AFC East. Oh no, it's the North. We're playing Pittsburgh, Cleveland again. Or no, didn't we play them last year?
Yeah, that was last year. I think we're playing the Jaguars, the Texans.
It's the South. It's the South. Yeah,
right. The Titans and what other team they got?
The Titans, the Texans, the Colts,
and the Jags.
And the Jags. Yeah.
And out of all those all those 4 teams, there's only one I'm really nervous about. The Colts.
Yeah. And by the way, like I said, and I like that Benjamin said this, we do have a safety in Tyree Gillespie, and Tyree Gillespie is a damn good safety. We just didn't get a chance to see a lot of him last year.
Right. This is his second year. Watch.
Yeah. And the other guy we got, but injury kind of got him too. Man, I mean, if we don't get the Honey Badger, after the draft or something, I'm thinking we got to get one of these kids that's coming out. You can't miss. If you check it out, look at the safeties that's coming out and check their stats out. Bad. I can't say it, but you know what I'm talking about. Come on now. Hey, I'm not going to take up all your time. Just real quick, I want to give you guys information. This affects you, OG, and you too, Captain. I'm pushing the senators and the congressmen out here next week. I will be at the VA and the military base at Nellis Air Force Base, pushing to make it go national, that every veteran, 50% or more service-connected disability, gets 100% exemption on his home and his registration. We should not have to pay anymore. You should not have to provide your DD-214 because if you were dishonorable, the VA wouldn't honor you in getting any benefits. Hello, somebody. And secondly, these people are not qualified or bonded to look at a DD-214, which most of the information is classified. Am I right or wrong, brothers?
True.
Yeah.
So wherever you live, let people know there's one person here on the West Coast fighting with these politicians to make it go national. When you're on disability, you get 100%, or you can't work because you're disability and you serve the country. Why you got to give non-taxable money back to the government or the city or state to live?
Right. Well, here's the other thing too, bro. A lot of broken promises, a lot of lies. When I went in, my medical was supposed to be free. That's a lie. That is
Right.
not a lie. You got to pay. You got to pay for medications. You got to pay sometimes co-pays for, like, if you go into the emergency room. Bro, the VA's doing me dirty. I'm right now in dispute with them, and I've got a claim on them.
Yeah.
They let my cancer sit in my body for 3 years before they treated me. And then the VA turned me down and denied me, but I've got an advocate who's like, nah, we're going to appeal to Washington, D.C. They're not going to allow this.
Yeah. I'm banding with all the brothers out here and all the veterans. They live on my street, my neighborhood, and everybody wants a change, and we won't take it
man,
no more.
the VA's gone really.
That is not enough.
First time I used the VA hospital, it was a good experience. That was back in the late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
Today, it is a disaster. It is horrible.
The city here is going to put a $10 billion new hospital right across the street from the VA here in North Las Vegas, because the VA here doesn't cut any mustard. It's the worst in the Western region. But all I can say right now, I hate to take the time away from everybody, but please, anybody that has faith, let them know that change is for the better. We volunteers.
I tell you something, the state I live in, they vote against anything that's for. They say our party loves the military and veterans, and they vote against anything that helps us.
Right. It's a joke. And so, God bless the Raider Nation. God bless you, Captain, for having this show. And you too, OG, you guys have the stones to do what others won't do. I appreciate what you're doing and getting up there and keeping the Raider Nation where it needs to be. A lot of the young folk these days, they don't know nothing about the history of what you guys were just discussing earlier.
That's why they follow our channels. That's why they follow our channels. They love to hear the old stories. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to tell you right now, I mentioned this. We are building our dynasty, and a lot of people thought I was nuts. Now we get these younger guys saying we're building our dynasty. And then today, I listened to what was Marcel Reese say it. We're building a dynasty. Yeah.
The people out here are really getting behind it, and they like what the Raiders are doing. Not just the signing of Devontae Adams, but they're paying attention to the defensive side. And even though Devontae Adams with card chatter, I can't wait to see what Jones and Mad Max and that front defensive line does to the division.
And Bilal, Nichols, and
Oh yeah, it's gonna be nasty. It's gonna be
because he's used to being double teamed, and it ain't gonna. They can't do that. Somebody's gonna be let loose, unleashed.
Right.
But
I want to see the teams that McDaniels puts up with the defensive coordinator and what the offense does. People get ready for a big show, because what you saw before, that dink and dunk pass is gone, baby. We're going to be flying that ball around.
And it ain't going to be just for a year.
Right.
Oh, no.
Right.
We are building a dynasty. I've said it. I said the foundation was laid last year. Now we're building a dynasty this year. And I think a lot of because there's a lot of younger content creators who thought, and now they're like, no, we're building a dynasty. They know we are going to be the next great thing.
Right.
You know what? I gotta agree with Jimmy Farrell though.
What'd he say?
You can't build a dynasty without winning a playoff game.
Oh, well, there it is.
Yeah,
there it is. We gotta.
Like I said,
we gotta get it together.
I tell people, I said, you can put a bunch of names on paper, because right now we have a bunch of names on paper. You don't play football on paper.
Right. You can be paper champion all you want up in Denver. I don't care.
Hang back. I
don't care that they got Russell Wilson. That's nice, but he's gonna have to run for his life, because last time I checked, that offensive line it's got a lot of holes in it.
I'm not talking Denver. I'm talking Las Vegas. I'm not talking Los Angeles. I'm talking Las Vegas. I'm not talking Kansas City. I'm talking Las Vegas. It doesn't matter what anybody has on their paper. It's playing head to head.
Right.
But again, Yeah, and the Russell Wilson thing, all these Broncos fans are all excited about. It's like, okay, oh, we got Russell Wilson. Okay, we'll go get his kryptonite, Chandler Jones.
Right. Right.
Well, that just
Right.
erased that.
Right. He don't have
Russell
what he had
Wilson's
in
his
Seattle.
favorite target.
Right.
Good luck.
I enjoy it, man. And you're doing a great thing once again. And God bless all the Raider Nation. And you guys, please be safe out here. Don't drink too much because you get behind the wheel. The cops are everywhere. They're going to be looking. They've had too many accidents in Vegas, lives taken, lives lost. Please be careful and do things respectfully. And if you're going to do it, give the key to somebody else. Let them drive.
I don't
Don't
drive.
be
I don't drive in Vegas. I don't drive in Vegas.
Uber
No.
that.
And you know what? You can't Uber in Vegas for the draft, okay? Because Uber is basically non-existent for the draft. So you really can't even Uber in Vegas because they're going to drop you off on one end of the strip or the other end of the strip. You're not going to be able to go anywhere. So you better have Uber and a pair of sneakers that are comfortable.
That's right.
Because you ain't going anywhere.
That's right. Man, it's going to be fun. And Captain, I don't know where you're going to be at. Send me your number once again so I can get a hold of you if you don't mind.
Yeah, I will.
Because I want to hook up with you and meet up, and you get to see my son. And he's a ecstatic little guy. He's going to be really tall, and he's a definitely. I was talking to him about the TV. I said, look, all the other teams, they suck. They suck. They suck. And he was like,
I'm gonna do the phone right now, AJ. I'll send you a BREH.
Cedillos? What's new, you youngsters? I'm reading a comment.
You talking about?
Tito Cedillo said, what's new with you youngsters? Okay, Tito, how old are you? I just gotta know. Because if you're ancient order, got it. Oh, wait, I think I talked to you. I think Tito's he's not an OG. He's of the ancient order of the hierarchy of Raider Nation. Ed Winchell is definitely ancient order. He started following the team when they began. Okay. We got, there's a guy named Rezo, who's ancient order of the nation. These guys started following the Raiders in 1960, before I was born.
Yeah, I came out in 73. I started following at 3 years old at 76. Those were great times, seeing things, and I was glad I was able to understand it. My dad gave my brother a 49er cup, and I took the Raider. And my dad was a 49er fan, but he used to always talk about Al Davis, say, boy, that was one renegade there. That guy, he did it the way he wanted to do it. People don't understand. They just think about the lawsuits and, they moved to LA. Why they move? Well, go read. It's fundamental to learn and understand what really went on. Yeah, it's not hidden information, it's public. But now, you're seeing his son kind of come into his own a bit with this new regime that he's hired. And he's kind of looking the part out here in Vegas. No, we're going to rename this state, not just the Silver State, but the Silver and Black State. Right on, Mr. Davis.
Well, actually, that has already been taken. That is already trademarked, and I know who has the trademark, and it ain't Al Davis. Or sorry, it ain't Mark Davis. I know the person who has the Silver and Black State trademark, and they are going to be making some money.
Yeah,
and it's not Mark Davis.
I don't care about all of that, but I think Nevada might have sounded a little better with Nevada Raiders, like how they got Arizona Cardinals and some other states. But with the city and the state really being behind it, Reno is only about so small. I think why not call it the whole state instead of just Las Vegas, But hey, it is what it is.
We do have another guest that I'd like to make sure I get on. So, and considering that we did like 5 and 5, and you guys think I talk a lot, I haven't said really crap on this conversation, so I don't want to hear you. about how I always talk too much. Okay, so on the both of you. But AJ, I sent you my number, and it's always
Uh,
good to hear from you.
excuse me. Excuse me. You know,
Thank you.
Is it amazing that I can mute his mic? Hey, Daniel, I don't know what you said because your mic was muted. But anyway, yeah, I see you're doing this and we can't hear you.
oh,
AJ,
you
I gotta
muted
go.
me. I get you. I get you.
Yeah, I get you. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, AJ, I gotta go, brothers. But thanks again. We're gonna bring Dirty Raider into the house. Always good seeing you there, brother, and thanks for coming in. Oh, you're frozen. You're frozen. Are AJ?
He
Bishop.
froze.
Yeah,
He's in carbonite with Han Solo.
Carbonite. Sorry. Good seeing
Okay.
you, brother. Okay, we're gonna bring Dirty in the house. So
Hello,
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations, brother.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
yeah, good
Thank
to
you
see you,
very
brother.
much.
Good to see you.
Yes, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing better than I have been. I'm not quite there, but I'm a lot better than I have been.
Well, you'll have fun over the next couple of days. I guarantee it.
I will.
What's up, Dad?
What's up, man?
So,
Huh?
how's it going, man, with the little one?
Oh, it's good. It's
Yeah?
good. Yeah. I'm
He
enjoying it.
puked on you yet?
No.
Don't
Got a
worry,
good
it'll
kid.
happen. It'll happen.
Hey, it's expected. It's
And
expected.
you won't mind. You'll be like, yeah,
I
whatever.
won't be upset. I won't be upset.
Nah.
Not at all.
No, you
Long
just
as you
have the
don't keep on
towel over
nothing
your
Raiders,
shoulder
I'm
when you're
fine.
burping.
Huh?
You just throw the towel over your shoulder when you're burping.
Yeah. As long as he don't throw up on nothing Raider, we good.
Well, he'll probably throw up on you a few times, so it happened.
Yeah.
You know, that time you go to change the diaper and the hose gets unleashed and goes all over the fucking room. That's funny.
Did you just say an F word?
Not me.
Ooh.
I could have sworn when I came in.
It was me. I'm sorry. 10 minutes, 17 seconds, or 10 o'clock, 17 minutes.
I can't change it. I keep telling
I'm
you, I don't
sorry.
have time. I don't have time to go and do the
I went an hour and 17 minutes and I messed up.
yeah, but again, but I can't do the what is it, the swipes, because I'm leaving tomorrow, and so I can't do the swipes. I can't do the edits. So this is going to Roku with one unfortunate.
One unfortunate word.
Yeah, one
Oh,
unfortunate.
wow. What
Here,
about
let's put it again. Let's show you're
You leaving
watching on Roku TV, so please watch your language.
hour 17 minutes? You can't shake one snipe?
Let me go grab my keys.
No, I can't. I don't have time. I'm going to bed after this because I gotta go to work tomorrow, and then I'm going on a flight. But again, congratulations to Dirty on his the bundle. I take it the bundle of joy has come in.
Yeah. He's
Okay.
at home. We're home.
Good to see you there.
Hey, Dirty. You mind if I bring baby Mark with me?
Yep. At the end. At the table.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Say that again, OG.
You mind if I bring baby Mark with me? Eric, SC.
Oh, that's fine, man. I just gotta let my father-in-law out real quick. Street sweeping day. Have to have everybody park on the grass.
No, the reason I'm asking is because I need to use that diamond lane.
Yeah, if you're picking up baby Mark, pick up baby Mark.
Okay.
It doesn't bother me none. Doesn't bother me none at all.
Okay.
But again, now I was missing some of this as well. Dirty. Now people and Bishop AJ was talking about how there's words out that either the Eagles or the Giants might be getting rid of that one of those extra first rounders, and I tell you, depending upon the price, if it's not that high of a price, maybe. maybe.
It depends on what you're asking for, though. You know what I
Exactly,
mean?
exactly. Yeah,
It
because
all depends on what you're asking
I'm
for.
willing to wait. I'm willing to take a second round. I'm moving up into the draft this year in the second round, but that first round get is probably going to be a little bit too high.
I'm not even looking. I'm not even looking to get back to the first round. If I can be 100% honest, I'm
Right.
really not. You know, because I know whatever we pay is going to be too high for my blood.
Yeah, and I agree. I agree. I think it's a bit much for what people
Yeah,
are asking for.
I think it's going to be way more than the price tag that I want to pay, especially if it's a player that we all truly love and are connected to, like a Darren Waller.
No, not a Darren Waller. No, he ain't going nowhere.
I'm not interested in letting him go. You know what I mean? I'm more interested in seeing what it is he can do. You know what I mean? If he can get back to the level of performance that he was one year removed from. Now, going over his numbers last night, we were taking a look at it. The only depressing thing that I don't like about his stats, and I sure hope to God that he fixes that this year, is his numbers of touchdowns. He's never had a season more than 9. He's never had double-digit touchdowns. That to me presents a problem.
Well, fortunately, Devontae Adams will take care of that.
Yeah, that's what we hope. That's what we hope. That's what we all want. You know, it's truthfully that's what we want. Let's be real. We base everything on numbers and facts, right? And the
Right.
numbers and facts don't lie right now. He's not a double digit touchdown tight end right now.
Yeah, but he's a top 3 tight end,
He's a
regardless, in
top
the league.
3. But you know, that's why I just say, you know, hopefully those things can change this year. You know what I mean? I'm really hoping that those things can change up this year.
Yeah, but with everybody bracketing Devontae Adams, now you got to go one-on-one with Waller and Renfro. Come on.
Well, yeah, you can't double team anybody on this team. Truthfully, you know, people knock on Brian Edwards, but you can't double team him either.
Why
You're gonna
would
leave somebody open. Because you're gonna leave somebody open.
Right.
So I'm honestly looking forward to this whole season, man. I love what our offense is looking like right now, and I'm really, once again, we got into the defense last night. Really anxious to see what this defense is all about. Having the number 1 man coverage guy 1 year removed in Mullen, and then having the number 1 man coverage guy from last year. You know what I mean? So basically, you got the 2 number 1 man coverage corners over the last 2 years, and you're getting ready to play man. Come on.
Yeah, but here's the thing: if you get you trade, let's say you trade let's say you trade Abrams.
You're not getting no first round.
Huh? No.
Not
You get Abrams and who did I have in mind? I had somebody in mind. It's either a linebacker or.
Well, at this point, I'm not giving up no linebackers. We ain't got enough.
Yeah, but we can pick up linebackers in this trade, in the draft.
You can, but I mean, you still take a draft pick is a risk. It's playing Russian roulette. Every time you draft somebody, you're playing Russian roulette, man.
True, but what if you took Abrams and Edwards, Brian Edwards?
Nope. They're still not even getting you in the second round. Those 2 players can't get you into the second round.
Well, then never mind.
Because their numbers don't prove that they're great players. We feel like they are, but they have yet to prove it.
Well, Edwards last year was his rookie season technically because he was injured the year before. He may have an awesome year this year. This would be his opportunity when they're all bracketing Devontae Adams, this might be his opportunity to shine. Big body receiver. I honestly think we should keep him.
I honestly believe we should keep him too. I'm not interested in trading away anybody. I'm not even interested in trading away Abrams. I'm not.
Yeah, but
I want these players to come in and pan out, man. We drafted them for a reason. Now, yes, it was a different regime that drafted them, but I want to see what this regime can do because they were saying so much about our offensive line still being a good offensive line, but it was bad coaching. So I wonder if it's going to be the same thing with these players because they're not speaking of trading them. They haven't released them. You know what I mean? They haven't said they're not going to pick up fifth-year options on them yet. You know what I mean? So maybe they still got a little bit of faith in these guys. I just want to see what they do.
Well, we got a third, a fourth, and 2/5. I'm going to tell you right now. I think we can get some really great players in those first 4 picks.
Actually, and don't be surprised if the Raiders don't trade back and acquire more picks. You know, because like I said, it's a third, a fourth, a 2 5s, and a 7, I think.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So don't be surprised if the Raiders don't trade back and acquire even more picks. So they might not have the 7 picks that you would have 1 through 7, but I really think that they are going to get more picks. And I will say this again, it is Jonathan Abram, folks. It's not Abrams. Okay. Abrams is the guy that does the Star Trek and the Star Wars movies. It's Jonathan Abram. So just
No S.
Yeah, no S.
No S. Oh man, what time you get in tomorrow? Cap?
I get in tomorrow, I think around 10:30.
In the morning?
No. I see. I can't leave here until like 4:30 in the afternoon because I got to work as many out because my work is such that they are very tight on paid time off, and they're being real a-holes about it. So I have to work a very large portion of the day. I worked 4 hours last week, so I had to do less hours this week. As it is, I'm still taking about 7 to 10 hours of vacation time, and that's instead of taking 16 hours. So I saved 6 hours, but I can't get out of there until like about I got to go to work until at least 2:00 in the afternoon. So that's why I'm going to after the show I'm going to go get the rest of my stuff packed and get to bed and get as much sleep as I can.
Oh, okay, I understand.
Well, are you coming to the draft tomorrow, there, bud?
Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there till Friday. I'm leaving tomorrow. I'll be there tomorrow, Thursday, Friday. After the game, I'm coming home.
Okay.
So yeah, Thursday morning I have a nice bright and early tea time. Early Thursday morning. I will be playing with someone. I will not mention who I'm playing with yet because right now it's not even an interview. It's just a round of golf that we're playing together. We'll decide if I get an interview after the round of golf.
Okay. Well, that sounds good. I will say that we do have another guest upcoming. I threw the clock out because there was nobody lined up. So I only say this because I know we got another guest. Raider Ben will be joining us in just a little bit from his podcast. So do that. But we're not going to push Dirty out until we always give the best. Again, congratulations and mazel tov. Remember, I said mazel tov when I was talking to you on the phone once before. I think I'm the only person that gave him a mazel tov for the birth of his newborn. So again,
we appreciate that.
Get an extra mazel tov. Any parting words like that? And you got my number, partner. So give me a ring tomorrow. Like I said, I won't be until 10:30, but I'll be looking to go see things or whatnot if need be.
We should be at Thor's house probably still around 10:30.
Okay.
Supposed to go to Thor's house tomorrow.
So if you ever need a babysitter and your kid all of a sudden develops this really good tendency of playing Texas Hold'em, just saying you wouldn't be too,
Well, we lost Raider Ben. Raider Ben, come back. Raider Ben, come back. We'll bring you in just a second, Raider Ben. Come on back, Raider Ben. But yeah, give me a shout there, Dirty. Dirty, is it? It's Thor at Thor's house, but just Thor and the wife, right?
No, Hammer should be there. I'll be there. Content creator, I believe it's a content creator, small little barbecue type thing. You know what I mean? I'm not going to commit anybody else. I just know me. I'll
Yeah,
be there. You know what
yeah.
I mean? Hammer told me he will be there. If Wasted pulls up, then Wasted pulls up. If Docs is there, then Docs is there. You know what I mean? It's just, I honestly don't know who's going to be there. I was invited. I told my brother I greatly appreciate it, and I will show up.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
I didn't ask him who the list of people were invited. Doesn't even matter. I don't have a problem with nobody, so that's perfectly fine with me. Whoever shows up,
I said I got you, and I would not invite myself for anything of such things. So that, but just tell everybody I did say hello.
Most definitely, man. Most definitely. You have Thor's number, right?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
give him a call.
see.
I'm not sure. I'm not even sure if he knew you were coming out or not.
Well,
You know
no.
what I mean?
See, again, that's still along the lines of inviting myself. Is like saying, "Hey, what's going on?" I'm not going to do that.
I'll
You-
call him. I'll call him.
No. Here's the thing. Don't do that. Don't do
I
that.
got you.
Just say, "Hey, Captain's coming out tonight." You know, just to say, just to give him a call to say hello. That will suffice.
Okay, I got you. I
Or
understand.
like I said, when I come in, because I'm not going to be there until like about 10:30. And that's when I get into that's providing that there are no delays or anything like that. So at that time, when I get in, I'll give you I'll give a text saying, "Hey, I made it out," just to saying hello.
I'm supposed to pick. I'm supposed to pick Farrell up from the airport, so Farrell will be with me over there as well.
All right. Well, if I win that Powerball tomorrow night, I'm flying in
We ain't
first
gonna see
class and I'll be there. And I win
we
that
ain't gonna see
Powerball tomorrow night. It's on.
if you win the Powerball tomorrow night and come to Vegas, man, I don't know what you're doing, bro. You should be. If you win the Powerball tomorrow night, the next morning you should be going to purchase your boat.
Oh, don't worry, I'll get that too.
That's the first thing I'm doing. I'm waking up and
No,
getting me a
no, no.
boat.
I'll do that too. All right. But if I win that Powerball, I ain't worried about the boat because I have to spend a year waiting for it to be built the way I want it. And I will be, and then I'll have to fly over to Vietnam to watch the final part of the build. I'm good. But if I win that Powerball, I will be at that game. I will be at that flag football game.
Well, look, if
I
you
will
win the
pop you.
Powerball, loan your brother a couple thousand, man. I really could use a lot more.
I set up a trust. I'm gonna set up a trust for my children. I'm gonna take that boat and I'm gonna sail around the world and I'm gonna build wells, schools, internet, and set up villages in Africa and in South America of people living in the third world and change their world. And I'm gonna
Most
spend every
definitely.
damn dime of it on them.
Look, I always tell people when money is given to you in certain ways, like the lottery, man, take 10% of that and give it back. I don't care who you give it to.
Oh,
Just
I'm
take
giving
10%
it all.
of that
I'm
and give it
giving
back.
90% back.
I'm not giving 90% back. Money too hard to come by. I'm selfish in that sense.
I don't need
I'll give
much.
10% though. I'll give the 10% all day long.
I don't need
That's
much.
all that's required of you.
You
But
win a Powerball, you don't need 10%. You don't need. You need that. You only need 10%. You don't need
I'm
90.
only giving back 10% because Uncle Sam's taking 48.
Uncle Sam will get his 30%, and South America,
You only gotta pay 30.
African villages, South American villages, VA or veterans housing, they're getting the rest of that shit.
I need to move to South Carolina if y'all only paying 30.
My goodness.
I'm sorry.
2.
One more.
I've been on for
One
an hour
more.
and a half, over an hour and a
One
half,
more.
man.
I've been on for an hour and a half. You didn't see any of that coming out of my mouth, the old dirty
But I
bastard.
ain't you. I ain't you. I'm
Hey,
a
I've
dirty
been
old
on here
sailor,
and I
but
ain't
I ain't
said not a
you.
lick of bad words, man. You know me. You know me.
Man.
Come on, OG. You know Tuesday is the Roku show. Everybody know
No,
Tuesday
we
is the
never do a
Roku
Roku
show.
show on Chronicles of the Black Hole.
Every
Everybody
time
know Tuesday is the Roku show.
that I'm on my channel, I try to do a Tuesday show that gets pushed to Friday. Okay. And so it's a Roku show. It's just not on live on Roku. And remember, for those that are here, we are watching Roku on Northeast Streaming Sports. Thank you for being here. Okay. If
I'm gonna
we
go
have
put on my dunce cap and sit in the corner.
if we have a Raider guest, then it becomes an uncensored show.
And I'm not a Raider guest. I'm a guest.
No. A
I know a
Raider
great player.
Raider player or somebody that's tied to the Raiders, that from the organization. We're all
Yeah.
Raider guests.
No, I
We're
know
all
what you
Raider
mean.
guests.
I know what you mean. I'm not a Raider. I never
No.
wore. I never played. You know what I
Well,
mean? I never played. I get it. I know exactly what you're talking about.
yes.
Because I'm a Raider. I'm a Raider through and through. We all are.
Exactly. We're all Raiders,
Yeah.
but we've never had a
But we're
paycheck
not players.
signed by the Raiders.
Yeah. We're not players.
There you go.
You know.
Or people in the front, because for example, when Bruce Kebrick or John Kingdon comes in, they are from the Raider organization,
Yes.
but they weren't playing, but they were part of the organization. That's just the way it is,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Personnel.
And Jimmy,
Personnel. That's the word we're looking for. Raider personnel.
personnel. There you go. There you go.
Oh, James, come on, man. Get off me.
But again, if you want to come into the show, because we are doing a Roku broadcast.
Well, I just came in. I really came in to pay my respects. I haven't been here in a while. OG, Cap, you know what I mean.
Man, you've been kind of busy, bro.
Yeah. I've been kind of busy, but I just
Yeah.
wanted to come in, pay my respects to my OGs. You know what I mean. The gentleman I look up to when it comes to this knowledge of Raider, you know what I mean, ways. The way you guys have seen way more games than any of us. You know what I mean. You've seen more players. You've stacked more knowledge of this franchise than any of us can ever imagine. You know what I mean? So I just felt like I needed to come through and pay respects to my big brother Captain Jack, you know what I mean, and my uncle OG, you know what I mean. I literally had to come through and just pay my respects because I greatly appreciate you guys. Cap, we've had a conversation, you know what I mean. I love you to death. You know what I mean? I get a little busy, our time schedules are a little different, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Dude, you
But
just went through 4 days of labor, bro.
Yeah, I love you. I never stop praying for you. And I know you're going to make it through your situation.
Thank you,
Because
sir.
you're a good guy. You know what I mean? You're a good guy. Good things happen to good people. So any and everything that was removed from your life was removed for a reason. So better things on the horizon for you, bro.
I hope so, and I appreciate the positivity coming from you. And I've had Daniel has been there for me as well, and people that have been keeping me in kind thoughts. Again, I do appreciate all of the kind thoughts because it's gotten me through what I've been. I said I'm a lot better now. And you can tell in my voice and the way that I'm talking, I'm a lot better now than I have been in weeks past, and it will just only get better, and I appreciate that as well.
Most definitely. But I am going to make space for your next guest. I do got to get ready. I got to finish getting ready as well. You know what I mean? I got to pack my stuff up too.
Well, we lost our guest. Ben,
where'd he go?
I don't know. Ben split.
Here's my question for you, Dirty. How many times have you kissed that baby's forehead so far?
More than I can count. More than I can count.
I mentioned that because I did the same thing with my babies.
Well, my in-laws were here today. You know what I mean? So I let them do their thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
I got years with him. Years with him, you know. So I let my in-laws have their time with little man today. My mom came by yesterday, so her parents came by today. So yeah.
Let's just put it this way. Have you seen us win a Super Bowl in your lifetime?
Yes.
Okay. It was 10,000 times bigger than that, wasn't it?
It's an unfair question. That's a very unfair question, OG. You know how much I love my Raiders. That is a very unfair question.
No, it's not.
That
because
is so
the
wrong.
first time I saw my first baby, I looked in her eyes and I saw 3 Super Bowls, and they did not match up to that.
No, here's the thing. I can always make kids, bro. I can't make a Super Bowl. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
No, with me, the first time I looked at my baby, my first daughter, in her eyes, and the feeling was 10,000 times in 3 Super Bowls for me.
Man, true. I'm telling you, I'll be truthful, bro. I was beyond ecstatic when he got here, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the birth of a child, you know, that belongs to you can never be outweighed by anything, ever.
Right.
If you're
I know it belonged to me because she looked like me. She didn't look like her mom at all. She looked
now,
like
if you're
me.
a deadbeat, now if you're a deadbeat, I of course I feel like there's more things in your life that are way more important than your child. But if you're not, there's nothing that is more important than your blood. You know what I mean? Like what you've created. There's nothing can ever outweigh that ever. I don't care what it is. Nothing will ever outweigh that feeling.
I looked at her. She had my eyebrows, my nose, all my features. She looked like me. She did not look like her German mother. And my heart exploded. Like, I've seen 3 Super Bowls that I thought was the greatest things ever, and they weren't nothing compared to that moment. That was the greatest moment.
Congratulations to you, Van City. Congratulations to you, my friend.
And another mazel tov from Captain Jack to you as well. There you go. And again,
yeah, Van City. There's
PAL.
You're gonna watch the Raiders Super Bowl, and it'll never match up to seeing your baby looking in her eyes for the first time. Her, him, whatever. It'll never match up.
Well, Van City, hopefully you'll get a good birth, and within a short period of time, we will get another Lombardi. I just want to see another Lombardi before they plant me. Okay,
we're gonna see a few, bro. We're gonna see a few.
That's it. And again, Tito, the only reason why I don't swear is, and Dirty knows this, and OG Daniel knows this. I swear like a mofo. But I have rules for the channel that I'm on when I am pushing it to another channel that I can't swear, which is why when I'm on other people's channels, I swear like the salty sailor that I am. I am not a prim and proper, Bible-thumping, no swearing mofo. I'm not.
He swears more than everybody off his channel, but on his channel, because he's on Roku TV, he can't.
Exactly. But I follow the rules because if I ever want to get sponsors, I gotta follow the rules.
Follow the rules.
Gotta follow the rules. So trust me, Tito.
Those rules are hard, Tito. Those rules are hard, bro.
Yeah. They're well, I'm just saying, but I can do it. I've done it for years and years and years.
I have not.
Therein lies. But Tito says that OG is his favorite, is coming to be one of his favorite YouTubers because he swears. And by the way, Tito, this gentleman here, and I'm going to take this down so you can see. Actually, wait, I got to take out the banner. 1 second. I'm going to take off the banner. Dirty Raider. There's his. I can't do it. Point at your name, Dirty. Dirty Raider is a YouTuber as well. Make sure you are subscribed to Dirty's channel as well. Subscribe to Dirty Raider's channel. He is another Raider YouTuber, content creator, and just a member of our family, and we love him to death. So there we go.
Most
So
definitely.
yeah. So again, a shout out.
Tito said, if I win the Powerball, I'm disappearing from everybody.
Yeah, there you go. But no, we want to, like I said, we swear like we can, but right now, tomorrow or tonight, we're on Roku, but that's fine. But I appreciate everybody keeping
Tito,
it.
if you see our video where we had Phil Villapiano on, dude, we were
That
all
was not a
cussing like
Roku
crazy.
show.
He was not going to Roku.
That was a great show. That was a great show.
That was fun, dude.
It was one of the
That
best.
was
It's
so
one of
much
the best
fun.
shows I've seen on YouTube. Truthfully,
This
It's one of
guy
the best
is the greatest storyteller ever. And then we had another guest, Murph from Raiders Fan Radio, and Phil Villapiano hijacked him. He shagged
Yeah.
on him. Murph was like, okay,
Shout out
I gotta
to
get going.
Raider Murph and Mikey Raider, two of the original OG content
Oh, yeah.
creators.
I
of
started
this
with Mikey
YouTube
Raider,
channel.
bro. I
Yeah.
started with Mikey Raider, man.
Mikey Raider. If you really had to make a Raiders Mount Rushmore for Raider YouTube content, you cannot have him up there, bro. It's
Yeah.
not possible. Nobody would be doing this if it wasn't for him,
Nope.
because he was the first. You know,
And
and
great.
I stand by that all day long. If you can disprove me, then disprove me. But Mikey Raider was the first, the very first. To me, I could be wrong. I
It
think
was
Murph.
my first Raiders show I watched. But no, we had Murph on, Murph's old school for a long time.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And Phil Villapiano, he said he had to get going, and Phil Villapiano said, excuse me, you think you got to get going? I got to get going. And he made, if I'm staying, you're staying. And didn't let Murph leave. And it was hilarious. And I can't even tell you what the responses from me and Captain were, because it's Roku. But we told him to sit down. So Tito, if you go back and watch that episode, dude, it was funny and it was hilarious. It was awesome. Somebody ain't getting a lot of sleep.
That ain't news. That ain't news at all, brother.
You know what's funny? I knew how to take care of babies when I was a kid, my mother made me raise my brothers. She didn't do it.
Yeah.
And when my daughter was born, I'd come home from work late at night and I'd sit there and watch TV. She was asleep. And at 2 a.m., or 1:45, I'd start warming up the bottle because I knew. 2 a.m., kid would start crying a little bit. I go get her, feed her, burp her, put her back to bed. My wife didn't even know there was a 2 a.m. feeding. Nah, it was cool. It was cool, man. That's after I tried out for the Rams and I had all that money left over. I had lost my job like the week I had my daughter, but I had money in the bank, like a lot of good money in the bank. And I said, I'll stay home, I'll help. And I showed her how to change the baby's diaper, showed her how to everything. She didn't know. I knew how because I had to raise my brothers. My mother took no responsibility. I raised my brothers when they were infants on up. And which is really weird because they don't call me on my birthday. But on Father's Day, they call me, hey, how's it going? It's strange because I raised them. And I knew babies. And it was something I was pretty good at. And my wife, I told her, yeah, no, her 2 a.m. feeding went well. And she was like, what? What do you mean? Well, she gets up at 2 a.m. to get fed. How long has this been going on? Since she was born. Yeah, but I'd be up watching the Honeymooners and the old black and white TV shows that came on late at night back in those days, you know? It's baby. My wife My daughter's first words were "Papa, Papa, Papa," and my wife got mad and told me, "You need to go get a job." She was jealous. It was weird.
That's crazy. But yeah, I gotta finish packing up, man. Love you
All
guys.
right, man.
Appreciate your time. You know what I mean? Appreciate all you guys do for us. You
Hey,
know.
Dirty, I unmuted because I had a call that I had to take. I wanted to make sure that you knew that I said goodbye to your shipmate, and thank you for coming aboard here. Always good to see you there, Dirty. And again, make sure you follow Dirty here on YouTube as well. And Dirty, like I said, when I roll into or actually text me and say, "Hey, Mofo, are you here yet?" And that will remind me that I need to text you back too.
Got you. And I look forward to seeing you on Thursday somewhere, man.
For sure.
I look forward to seeing you in June, brother. And you know what? You take care. You're gonna have to dip yourself out because he's occupied. But good talking to you again, man. It's been a while. I know you're on much later at night. You're exhausted.
I'm tired. I'm tired, bro.
Get some rest while you can because it ain't often.
Yeah. I'm gonna get this stuff together and go in here and hang out with the fam. I was gonna go live, but probably not. Probably won't.
Dude, you know what? Yeah, take care of you and yours. It was good seeing you. But remember this. When the teenage years roll around, he's out on a date, you'll sleep better than if it was a daughter. I promise you.
Love y'all, man.
Love you too, brother. All right, so I'm going to play around and just answer questions. I can't highlight questions or anything in the chat. Captain's doing his thing. Let's see. Deanne, Vicky, take care. Okay. Let's see. He drops balls way too much, JS. Bishop, who are you talking about, bro? Fill us in on this because we missed out on a little bit.
I don't know. I don't know which yeah. Oh yeah. BAL. I'm glad it. So that you saw the hat. Okay. So yeah, that's the hat. And again, folks that don't know, like I said, I got my big hat collection over there. I'm going to try to show new hats on the shows as I can. So there you go. And Van City is talking about what position. I'm not taking calls. Somebody is calling me on Google Voice. No. That was I answered my phone. I'm not answering Google Voice. Okay. You have my number. Thank you for calling. But right, there's 143 in the show. If you want to come into the show, please. I will put the link up here as well one more time. And again,
And I'm going to step away for a moment because I have a bladder full of wine.
okay. And I will say this as well. Thank you for those that came into the show. Again, if you're on Facebook, please pop it. If you're on Twitter, and I've said this the other night as well. If you're on Twitter, I and OG cannot see your comments. We can't see your comments if you're on Twitter. If you're on Facebook, we ask you to please come over to YouTube. And again, we're pushing out this show on my Twitter and also on my Twitch. So if you use Twitch, well, please come and follow me on Twitch, and maybe one of these days I'll get enough people to follow me on Twitch, and I can get what do you call it, subsidized over there as well. Here's the thing, though, as well. Okay. Oh, okay. I got a message I got to reply to. There we go. So good. We got Cool Kev coming in. I'm going to answer this one as well. Van City said, "What do you see us taking, and you see us trying to trade up?" The answer to that is possibly, Van City. We've heard from a couple people that or it's out there that maybe the Raiders might trade up into the second round. Okay, to get somebody that is there. If there's somebody that is there, and he's sitting at the end of the second round, and they didn't think that he would be there, that Ziggler might trade up into the second round. I don't think the Raiders are going to trade up into the first round. I don't think so, but that can happen. It's possible. I personally don't think it's going to happen, but I've been wrong before. I'm not almighty, and I do make some mistakes, so we'll do there. I do want to welcome to the show Cool Kev, and thank you there, Richard Lyon, for saying hit the likes. I appreciate that, all of that as well. Thank you there, Richard Lyon. Hit the likes on my channel. If you're on Chronicles of the Black Hole, make sure you're hitting the likes over there. Please, if you can, go to both channels. And I say this: if you're commenting on the show, okay, you're commenting while the show is on. After the show is done, come back. After the show is done, come back and comment on the Chronicles of the Black Hole channel. Comment on my channel, Captain Jack Rackham. Like on Chronicles, like on my channel, and share so people will come and see that. So, Richard Lyon, thank you for doing that. Cool, Kev, you're on the show with us. How you doing, brother? What's going on?
How you doing? It's good to see you guys. I haven't been on in a while.
Oh,
It would be nice to say we could see you, but we can't.
I'm at work, man. Take it easy, OG.
Oh, okay.
Can't have
Okay. Going stealth.
Only have enough room for one ugly person in here, so.
well, I'm on here.
Well, I'm talking about OG. I'm not talking about you, Jack.
Oh,
You know what? Go shit in your hat.
Hey.
what? Do what?
Hey.
That's
Oh,
3 strikes.
Hey, 3 strikes.
3
you
strikes.
baited me.
I got him.
3 strikes.
I got him.
We on Roku TV. Watch your effing mouth.
Jack.
He baited me.
No,
No.
not baited you.
No, it can be done. Don't take the bait. Just
That's right.
remember, you are in Sunday school.
That's right.
Yeah, you're in Sunday school talking about the Raiders.
I got kicked out of Sunday school once, but I'm not going to tell that story.
Anyway, but no, thank you. Was it Dan City? Did I put? I put my, because you're obviously watching on Chronicles of the Black Hole, so I'm gonna put that. If you're watching on Chronicles of the Black Hole, thank you there, Van City. Thank you for doing that. I wanted to make sure if you're watching on Chronicles of the Black Hole, and actually looking at the numbers, most of you are watching on Chronicles of the Black Hole because obviously OG has got some really good content, and we both thank you for that. And again, we thank you for watching on both channels. But remember, after the show, okay, comment on the channels because it gets the algorithm up. Kev, what you got for us tonight?
I'm not worried about the algorithm. I just want to talk to you.
I'm just working. I just called to see how you guys are doing. I haven't been on in a while.
I'm using my powers for evil rather than good, apparently.
That's right. Getting ready for Thursday.
That's it. And Jimmy
Well, Friday, Jack, Kenna, and Raider Joe and I are going to be doing a show Friday. Tres Pendeos, the original Dos Pendeos with our new Dos Pendeos. So it's Tres Pendeos. It'll be fun.
That's good.
So Dos Pendeos, uno más.
I'll be there to support it.
It's Tres Pendeos in a chat room on Friday, and it should be fun.
If I can, I will try to come in. I got 2 parties to go to on Friday, so I'll be going from one event to the other event. So if don't take it as a slight. Please don't take it as a slight. If I can't come in.
It's a Will Smith.
Hey, and Tito, the last first rounder besides 50 Who that was great in the last 20 years, I'm going to say McFadden.
So you're not going with Jamarcus?
No, I'm not going with Jamarcus. I'm going with McFadden. What about you, Kev? Other than 50 Who was the last great Raider first rounder in the last 20 years? Anna, thank you for being here as well, sweetheart.
Alrighty.
Give him more years.
Okay. Well, since the turn of the century. And yeah, he had injuries, but he was the last great first round pick that we've had, other than 50 who.
Not 50. Number 50?
52.
No, 50 who, otherwise known as Khalil Mack. I don't call him by
Oh,
his
okay.
name. I call him 50 who.
50 Hill. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
He was the last guy that we had that was good first rounder.
Yeah, he was the
Okay.
last. He was the last of the best first rounders we've had, other than Khalil Mack, since the turn of the century.
Okay.
Okay, and Crujo brings up Seawood, who was the pick at number 4. If I'm mistaken, Charles Woodson was the number 4 pick that year. He's definitely a Hall of Famer.
Oh yeah.
So there you go. And Van City, thank you for subscribing as well. Please be sure to watch. I have content on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, and then I also have uncensored comments and shows other times where you can curse. And that's when Daniel likes to come on, because then he doesn't forget that he is on a Roku show where he can.
Unless you bait him into it, you know.
Yeah, that's it. But yeah, Benjamin Miller, I would call he has the capabilities of being a great all-time Raider first-round pick, but
That's a good one.
it's still a little young in his career. He's definitely the best tackle we've had picked in a while.
Right. As far as first round picks, historically, we're not that great.
We're not that
Yeah, I
great.
think Woodson was the best one that hit the Hall of Famer wise.
Yeah. Woodson
Yeah.
Woodson would have to be the best first-round pick that the Raiders have ever had. Okay.
Since I've been around.
You can say Sebastian Janikowski, but Sebastian Janikowski is not a Hall of Famer.
Right.
No.
He's the best Raiders points person ever.
Right.
But he's not I mean, Jano would be the number 2 first rounder in my estimation as well.
Right.
Even in the early days, we didn't get a lot of good first rounders. Wow. We need to stay out of the first round.
And you know what? If they do that, if they follow what the Patriots have done in years with the people that we have in office now, they trade back a lot. They will trade out of the first. And what the Patriots, aka Cheatriots, would used to do is, since they would always be so good, they would have a very low first round pick. They would trade out of that pick and they would acquire more picks,
Right.
and they would always get better personnel for their team.
Well, let's talk about that, because in the last few years, our best picks were 3rd, 4th, and 5th round. Renfro, Waller.
Waller wasn't. We didn't pick up Waller.
Yeah, but what was his pick in the draft?
It doesn't matter. He
was like a 3rd or 4th round pick.
But we picked him up from the practice squad. He doesn't even count. Hunter Renfro, yes. Max Crosby, yes.
Yeah. Right.
Nate Hobbs, 5th round pick. Like, we should trade back.
Yeah.
The best picks we've gotten in the last few years were all 3rd round or after.
Yeah. I agree.
Like, that's a sweet spot for the Raiders, 3rd, 4th, and 5th round.
And Hobbs,
trade all your picks and get everybody into the 3rd, 4th, and 5th round, and we can turn it into a party of superstars.
That's it. Hey, folks, I hate to do this, but I'm looking up at time. We are at 1 minute or 1 hour and 55 minutes. And if my show is over 2 hours, I can't push it to Friday. I was over by 3 seconds the other day, and I had to to do another show. I can't stand that doing that. So again, I'm gonna start with the goodbyes right now. Hey, Cool Kev, thanks for coming on. It's always a pleasure seeing you, shipmate. And of course, my shipmate here, OG Daniel. Join us in 2 weeks for another Chronicles of the Black Hole. Just be aware, we'll figure out who we got on, but thank you for coming in.
All right, thank you.
Hopefully
Salute, guys.
we
Take
can
care.
make an announcement early.
What?
Hopefully it's May. It'll be May.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can make an announcement early of somebody you don't want to miss.
Yeah, we'll put out that information as soon as we can. And Daniel,
Cool.
thanks again, shipmate. Always a pleasure for having you here. We love you and thank you for being here, folks. Take
Good
care.
night, Skipper.
Good night, brother. Oh, comment after the show. Comment after the show and hit the likes. Thanks again.